Hello, gorgeous Capricorn. Sorry, I was just moving my phone out of the way. I got my phone. Yay! I knew they were telling me to do something. How are you guys? Are you well? I really hope you are. I hope 2018's been amazing. Right, this is a special for Valentine's Day. Boo, hiss, or yay, whatever. Commercial nonsense in my opinion, but hey ho. If you love someone, show them every day that you love them. Don't just wait until one day where someone tells you you have to and where you're going to get a kick of the backside if you don't do it. Okay. Oh my god, the politics of Valentine's Day. Oh my god, we've been dating for 2 weeks. Do I get them a Valentine's present? Do I not get them a Valentine's present? I have to take them out to dinner. Oh my god, £75 for a bunch of roses. They were a fiver last week. Yeah. Let's not go there. Okay, so Capricorn, this is your reading. It's a love reading for kind of round about that time. If you're single, awesome. If you're happy that way, if you're looking for someone, you haven't found someone yet, this will be the reading for the person who's coming in for you, or possibly the reading for who you want, you know, in terms of who your ideal partner would be. If you're in a relationship, great. If you just started dating, it might tell you whether to buy them a Valentine's present or not. And if you're not even looking, you're not interested in love at all, hopefully it won't leave you out. Totally get where you're coming from. And maybe it'll be a relationship with someone else that's not a love relationship. Or maybe just how you look at relationships in general. So, or maybe some sneaky person who's going to appear in your life and knock you off your feet on Valentine's Day with a £75 bunch of red roses. Okay. Right, here we go. We'll find out what you say to them if they do. Right, here we go. This is a new spread. I'm going to do some weird stuff with it, okay? We're going to use Gilded Tarot, as always. If you've watched me before, you'll know I use these. And if you have watched me before, welcome back. Hi. Fairy Tarot cards, Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. Thank you so much, guys, for those of you who have watched before, and for the new people as well. Hope you watch again. I love doing this, and it's really good to get feedback on it as well, to know that it's actually helped and that you guys are enjoying it. It takes a lot of time, and I do love doing it, but really, if nobody's watching it and nobody's enjoying it, I really should get up and go and wash my dishes instead and do more paid work. So yeah, so please keep giving the love, and then I know that I need to keep doing this instead of being on the phones, doing it on the phones. You can get readings on the phone, you know. Psychic Sofa. I'm agent number 4245. You can ring me, and if I'm ever online, if I'm not on YouTube doing videos, I can answer your questions. How amazing would that be? So if you do phone up, tell me you've watched the videos, because I would be so excited. It'd be awesome. Right. Calming myself down. Your reading's going to say there's going to be this really enthusiastic Pisces woman who's just talking nonsense at you. Yeah, so I'm going to use this Easy Tarot Handbook by Josephine Ellishaw. Fantastic little book. Comes with a Gilded Tarot in a set. If you haven't read tarot before, it's a really good starting point. Okay, anyone, don't let anyone kid you. Anyone can read tarot. Don't try and read for yourself, because you'll just put yourself off, because I still can't read for myself. Yeah, if I get really stuck, I get personal readings, and if it's just a quick question, I phone up readers, so, and I do it on the phone. So there we go. Yes, new spread, just made it up yesterday. It's going to, God, you can tell I've had coffee today. I normally drink tea and I'm absolutely bouncing off the walls. So it's going to be, if we get any court cards come up, I'm going to read them straight from the book, because it's a bit of a learning exercise. I am a teacher. It's in my blood to teach, and I love teaching. And it's a good refresher for me as well. Okay, so maybe this will help you understand your readings better, and maybe it will inspire you to pick up some cards and give it a go yourself if you don't already do that. And it will give you more information too, because if we have So when the next court card comes up, we have the Queen of Wands. Yeah, air sign female. Oh, sorry, fire sign female. If you've watched before, you know I get all those things mixed up. Sometimes it's just because I'm being dappy. I do know that as a fire sign. Other times it's because it's meant to be that there is a fire sign or an air sign female who's around. Okay, this is a fire sign female. And that's pretty much it. In most readings you get, yeah, she's quite mature, she's quite fiery and passionate and beautiful. But actually there's so much more to it. And that's why I'm reading it from the book, because you get a much more rounded idea of what's going on. I'm not going to do it for all of them, just the court cards. If you get no court cards come out, then I'll do it for the major arcana. Okay, so new spread. The first card is for the overview of your relationship. Okay, so we want an overview card for Capricorn for kind of Valentine's-y time. 8 of Wands. The next card is the energy that they, whoever they are, is coming into the relationship with. 10 of Cups. That's pleasant. Oh, new guide, throwing things. If you've watched the other videos, yeah, I'm not going to moan about it anymore because he's amazing. Energy you're coming in with is the Emperor. You guys are on a bit of a roll, my goodness gracious me, Capricorn. Okay, what they want from a relationship, from this relationship. Okay. 10 of Wands. Why would anyone want the 10 of Wands? Oh, okay. Yep. 4 of Swords, 10 of Wands. What they want, what you want from the relationship. Yeah, weird reading so far. Wheel of Fortune. How they feel about you. Queen of Swords and Queen of Wands. Do you know those two were the ones that were on the top of the deck when I pulled that Queen of Wands out? How they feel about you. How you feel about them. Page of Cups. How they see the relationship going. I'm going to move these up so I've got a little bit more room. How they see the relationship going. 3 of Wands. How you see the relationship going. The Hermit. Cancer have just had this as well in theirs. 3 of Wands and Hermit. I don't think they had any other cards. Oh yeah, they had the 4 of Swords. That was it. Right. And finally the outcome card. Being left out in the cold. 5 of Pentacles. Okay. This could be a work reading. It could be something that's happening at work. It could be something that you're working on, something that you're focused on, that's long term. Okay. So could be house, could be money, could be a long-term relationship, could be anything that is in the long term. Could be your family as well, could be extended family, because Pentacles are all about kind of DNA history and that kind of thing. So it's like the extended family of things. Have you got many court cards? Yeah, you have got a few actually. Right, so 8 of Wands. So it's either messages or it is air travel. One of the two. The energy they're coming in with is the 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups. Happy home, happy family, happy husband, happy wife, happy dog, happy goldfish. Yeah, everything is happy. Doesn't actually need to be a single, it doesn't actually need to be a couple. Sorry, I've got to have coffee and then I'm really going to be bouncing off the walls. Doesn't have to be a couple. It could be a single sex couple actually, or it could be a single person who just comes from a happy home. Okay, maybe they have got it all sussed and their kids are happy and they're happy and their house is nice and they've got nice friends and they've got a dog and they keep their lawn cut and, you know, they're financially abundant and they've got lots and lots of things. If you look at the cups at the top, they've got lots and lots of things that fulfill their little life. They're quite a happy little soul, on the whole. And maybe there are messages going between them and the Emperor. And the Emperor is fire sign. Could be Aries. Come across as Leo as well at the moment. Don't know why that is. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, possibly. I kind of get Leo and Aries from it at the moment. So, yeah. The Emperor's kind of... I'm going to read you the Emperor because he's a person. Oh no. That's kind of them. That's kind of you. Maybe you are the Emperor. That's the energy you're coming in with, certainly. Where are we? 4. Forget the Emperors so far down the deck. The Emperor. As the Empress represents the archetypal female, so the Emperor represents her male counterpart. As befitting his title, we find in front of us a regal-looking character. Oh, I need my glasses on. His head crowned with laurel leaves representing triumph and success. He is suitably attired in rich and opulent gowns covered with symbols of the sun, a masculine sign, even to the clasp that holds his cloak of red representing fire, which is again a male element. Even the stones that he wears are rubies, a further representation of the sun. His robes and adornments symbolise the status of his position and the material success. Behind him we see the signs of the zodiac displayed, but this time they are progressed to the more earthly representations they are known by. His sceptre, topped with what appears to be a planetary solar system, points to heaven and earth. The hand that holds the top of the sceptre reveals his index finger pointing to the heavens to receive wisdom, and his other hand points the index finger pointing to the earth where he uses that power. It also shows the need for rational thought with which to rule his subjects. With so many masculine symbols, everything here suggests a powerful and dynamic man in control of the situation. Number 4 represents stability, logic and reason. Do you know what? This is a little bit kind of sexist to a certain extent. If you are a single parent, you will be representing, and you're a female single parent, you will be representing both the male and the female. Okay, you will have all that success. If you're a successful businesswoman, you will be representing the male and the female. Okay, I understand what they're saying about the masculine energy, but the masculine energy is about that dynamic, active kind of energy. It's the yang energy, rather than the kind of passive, traditionally feminine energy of receiving and that kind of thing. This is someone who does it for themselves. Okay, they do it for themselves. They're higher than the Empress. The Empress kind of takes a back seat and she kind of sits and she's the power behind the throne. This guy is the throne. Yeah. So if you're female, that's the energy you're bringing in. If this resonates with you, that's the energy that you're bringing in. Okay. The Empress appears in a reading. It is a sign of financial stability, ambition, authority, and also achievement. You need to keep a calm head at this time, make decisions based on facts, and not be overly influenced by your emotions. This is a powerful card and a wonderful omen for business and career matters, as it shows great progress. Maybe at the moment you're doing really, really well in your career. Maybe that's what it is. Well placed, this card suggests you're in a powerful position to achieve your goals. In relationships, it may also remind us to look at the situation in a more rational manner and not to become overly emotional regarding issues, to look at things with a clear head in order to achieve successful results and financial stability for the family. It also represents a powerful male influence. Right, okay, if you guys are already in a relationship, this person has the 10 of Cups and basically you're contributing to that. There you go. That's that. Stability, authority, security, all those things, you are part of that if you guys are already in a relationship. Otherwise, you may be single and you may just be in charge of your own little world and they're in charge of their little world and everything is beautiful. Okay, maybe they have a family, maybe you don't have a family. I watch other readers and sometimes when they do the kind of they say this and they say that, sometimes the energies swap over, so you know, it could be different for each of you. Right, so Sorry, it's very rude to be drinking, but my throat's getting a little bit raw now because I've been doing so many of these. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to is, what do they want from a relationship? Okay. For some of them, bless their little cotton socks, they're kind of overburdened and they just want some time out and they just want to rest and relax and recuperate. Okay, maybe for some of them it's just a bit much, quite honestly. They've got stuff coming at them, they've got stuff to carry. These wands, okay, they could be the cups in the other deck. It could be all things that they love, but at the moment they've just got a huge amount going on. Okay, and they just need to kind of take some time out. So maybe that's what they want from the relationship at the moment. Don't think it's anything personal. Doesn't seem to be anything personal. They just seem busy. They just seem busy. And you have the Queen of Wands, which, when I read it to you, you will understand why. What you want from the relationship is just things to kind of move forward, really. You just want things, you know, it's in the upright. The Wheel of Fortune's in the upright. Things seem to be going okay. You just kind of want to carry on moving forward. And I think that's good. And I think that's going to happen because, you know, that's a major arcana. So I think you're both alright, actually. I think you're both alright. Now, oh, I've just lost my microphone. I've just broken my microphone. Oh my god, my daughter's going to kill me because it's actually hers. She's going to be so cross. In a minute. Otherwise I'll put it here. Right, I hope you can still hear. Okay. So, how you feel about them? You have. I'm going to read you the Queen of Swords first, and then I'll read you the Queen of Wands. Because that's how you feel about them. The Queen of Swords and the Queen of Wands. Now this person could be feeling a little bit guarded too. Okay, she has her sword there. She's got these things coming at her, and she has her sword there. Or he has his sword there, or whatever. The Queen of Swords is an independent woman who takes a no-nonsense approach. Her forthright manner can make her seem unemotional. However, she has a strong sense of fair play, with a good reasoning mind and an excellent perception, so she has mastered the ability to put emotion aside to concentrate on logic and facts. Note how she holds her sword to the illumination of the light in this card, symbolic of the wisdom and clarity that of thought swords can bring. Traditionally, the Queen of Swords represents a woman on her own. I did say that about she may just be on her own and be happy, okay? She's kind of a step up from the Nine of Pentacles, okay? Represents a woman on her own who has known suffering and loss, widowed, divorced, or long single, and sometimes childless. In that picture there are no children as well. She has a cat. However, this is not always the case, and the personality traits are the best indication. Inner strength is probably a good description here, and this may have been gained through the experience of personal suffering, so there is an element of the traditional meaning still relevant. As a married person, she may have an independent streak and seemingly not need to rely on her partner to feel emotionally fulfilled or taken care of. She is happy and contented in her own right, capable of taking care of her own affairs and not emotionally needy. The Queen of Swords is simply a strong, independent woman. She's very supportive, and so long as she's on your side and believes you're on the right, she's a source of strength and will defend you boldly. This queen isn't afraid to speak her mind, and there is usually a ring of truth to what she has to say, which can be unnerving for those not ready to hear it. She's extremely well organised and efficient, an excellent champion for just causes or organisations that require a certain toughness to support them. Her work may be a good indicator of this, and somewhere she may find release for that expression, areas of law, for example, but also in caring environments in which a strong leader that others can rely on is required, such as a head teacher and matron, or even top executive positions in which a woman must have strength to hold her own. A fast thinker, her analytic mind finds her happy anywhere that challenges her keen mind or wit. The Queen of Swords on the most basic level can be a person of sharp words, but she can also be the people's champion. In the negative, she can be overly critical, intolerant, and have the ability to cut people to shreds with her words. Betray her and you won't get a second chance. She's not someone to pick an argument with. Okay. That's the Queen of Swords, which is how you're seeing this other person, or how they're seeing you. They're also seeing you as the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands, remember, 10 of Swords, yeah, lots of things she loves. The Queen of Swords has a warm, attractive personality, generally cheerful and always busy with a number of different projects at one time. Her home is important to her. She is loyal and protective of family and friends, and one they can count on. Nothing is too much trouble for her. Note the fire burning in the background of this card, reminiscent with keeping the home fires burning. For some of you, you may be in the forces, and your partner's at home. And your partner's at home, basically doing their thing. And you may be quite senior in the forces, possibly. Or you're in a situation where you're having to control a situation, if that makes sense. So maybe you're a peacekeeper or something like that. And your partner's at home doing their thing. And they may be feeling a little bit overburdened, and they may be feeling a little bit over-emotional. Not over-emotional, they may just need a break. And for some of you, that might be the story. If this woman were a full-time mother, you would find her volunteering at the school fair, ferrying other people's children to and from school, and running other errands in between. She has endless energy and thrives on being busy. At work, her desk would look like merry chaos, but she can find everything. She's the one flying around with a clipboard, energetically organising everyone else, full of ideas and cheerfully encouraging others into action. She can be quite ambitious and certainly has the energy and drive to ensure she succeeds. But because she's always so busy, packing everything into her 24-hour day, she can tend to lack the details. She can tend to lack detail. And her chaos may make her feel forgetful, quantity rather than quality. But this aspect of herself is generally humorously forgiven due to her helpful and cheerful nature. In the negative, which she's not, this queen may be hot-tempered, disorganised, controlling or smothering. She can be vengeful, though not in an upfront manner. There may be a tendency to cattiness. You might be a crazy cat lady. Yeah. Okay. So that's how they're seeing you. It's like that. How you're seeing them is the Page of Cups. You can see how it all comes together, can't you? And you see how much more detail you get from actually going back to this and looking at it. Page of Cups. So how they're seeing, so how you're seeing them. Kind, thoughtful, gentle, creative, artistic, generally well behaved, polite, sensitive to others, but can also be slightly oversensitive to criticism or the harsh realities of life. Usually well liked by others, but may have difficulty socially at school due to a sensitive nature and other children's thoughtless words or actions taken to heart. Maybe you're a teacher. Maybe you're a teacher. Happy news of an emotional nature generally can be news about love, engagement, birth or marriage. Maybe you're coming home. If you're in the forces, maybe you're coming home. And they're waiting for you. They're waiting for you to come home. And you're on your own right now. And you're feeling kind of lonely. Okay. And you're feeling a bit left out in the cold. But this person's waiting for you. And they can't wait till you get back. Okay. And you're just busy working. You're just busy working. And you have to, because, you know, you're part of this organisation that is the Hierophant and things like that. Okay. So for some of you from the forces, it's that. And this person's just waiting for their ships to come in, really. They really are. I mean, the messages are going back and forth. Everything's going well. You know, they're busy. They think you're nice. You think they're great. Maybe there's good news about marriage and stuff like that. Maybe they get good news about work. Things are just kind of swimming along. You're kind of waiting for your ships to come in. Or they're kind of waiting for their shifts to come in. You are kind of on your own because this person's so busy. Okay, you're kind of on your own. Maybe you're just keeping yourself to yourself. And maybe you are feeling a little bit left out in the cold because they're so busy. But you do understand that it's work. And you do understand that if you want this stability and security, you know, they're going to work. And you realise that they have to. It could be a water sign. It could be a water sign, I suppose, as well. But I don't think that card's that important. I think maybe they're just working till late at night. I think they're just working till late at night. And they don't have much time for this kind of like fun and frivolity. And maybe you're just feeling a little bit kind of like, this isn't a walking away card at this point, okay? Maybe you're just feeling kind of a bit emotionally drained by it, and you do feel like you're on your own. So maybe you're going for a walk. But you have all the details. Look, I mean, you have the moon there. It's all illuminated. You do kind of know. And you know this person's your soulmate. May end up having a fight. But I don't think you're going to leave. I mean, some of you might be in that spot, you know, where you're thinking, right, I've just had enough. And you're kind of stuck in your head about it. But you know that you would be upset. You know it would hurt you. So you're just battling through it. You'll be all right. You'll be all right. And then you'll get all these lovely good things. This is the options card, but look. It's got all lovely things in those. In some decks it's got like nasty things in, but this got all those things. If you want those things and you want to pay the bills, then you're just going to have to kind of emotionally balance yourself and just deal with it, quite honestly. I think that's what's going on. I think that's what's going on. Not going to resonate with everyone. Never does. And it's quite specific reading as well, isn't it? So, yeah. Lots of love to you. And I will speak to you really, really soon. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.